right, everybody, welcome back to Winner Swing Football Podcast. I'm your host, Malcolm, together with...
I'm Salma. Today I answered.
For what?
For what?
Clean and simple answer.
You were surprised.
I am surprised.
Yes.
I was a bit shocked, to be honest. But we're back. Back with vengeance. Back with a lot to say. A lot to speak of. What do you want to start with today?
We can start with Arsenal.
Start with Arsenal. We have some interesting points to talk about. Mostly that for some reason all our attackers are injured all at the same time. Earlier in the season, we lost Saka, hamstring injury. He tore his hamstring surgery. Then we lost Jesus, ACL, and probably the entire year he's gone, which means we can't even sell him in the summer. Then it was Martinelli, and now it's Havertz. Same hamstring injury for three of them except for Jesus then. And for Havertz, it's the rest of the season, which leaves us in our attack with Leandro Trossard, Raheem Sterling, and Ethan Nwaneri. That's our three attackers. And Nwaneri is 17 years old.
First point. Except for Saka, when you went through all the other injuries, I was like, When you mentioned like Martinelli, I was like, player.
Okay, but
Havertz, player. I know they're your starters.
Yeah.
They're still mad.
But the thing is, they are still, as you said, they are our starters, and we use their strengths for our game plan. You could see it in our latest game against Leicester. We had zero box domination. Even what you can say whatever you want about Havertz, but in the box he has a physical presence about him, which you know he will use to some effect.
That's exactly the opposite of what I think of Havertz.
Yeah, but
his effect is like outside of the box.
No,
for me,
like
he's the hold-up play.
Yeah, it's both of them. But even in the box, he's a focal point. He has some weight within the box. Now we had Trossard in the box instead, and I felt like we were toothless. It was like a baby trying to punch you or something. I don't know. I never felt like we could actually score for some reason, because it never felt threatening. We can dominate our own box. We have Saliba, Gabriel, Rice, and everyone, but we couldn't dominate the opponent's box in the same way because we didn't have Havertz.
But the second point is, I forgot the second. No. The second point. You know what the second point is?
What is the second point?
I had a point.
Subscribe for the second point.
The second point is Sterling.
Yeah.
I think it's such a shame.
It's a shame.
It's a shame that he's a meme nowadays.
Because people don't, and that's what I don't like. You overanalyze from the current moment in time. From you're only as good as your last game, they say.
Yeah.
But this is too much. Because obviously he was horrendous in the Leicester game. He couldn't beat his man to save his life. But that doesn't erase a Premier League great. He's one of the few that scored over 100 Premier League goals. He's been playing ever since he was 17. The career Raheem Sterling would probably, if Saka or Nwaneri has the same, everyone would be happy about it. And it wouldn't be a shock if you see the physical decline when you hit 30, because he's been playing consistently since he was 17 years old. And he's been through so much as injuries, media attacks, everything.
Would you be okay if Saka had a similar career?
No, but
that was kind of a bullshit point.
But you get what I mean, because it's not a bad career.
It's not a bad career. No. That's why I think it's a shame.
Multiple Premier League wins.
Yeah.
Multiple. At one point, he was like one of the highest scoring players under Guardiola or something.
Yeah.
He was amazing.
He did miss a lot, though.
Yeah.
But he became all of a sudden a great goal scorer with Guardiola.
But he's always been a good player, nevertheless. But the drop, because I saw some clips of him from last year. He scored for Chelsea against City.
Yeah.
It was a good goal. He dribbled in the box and a good finish. I could never in my life imagine him doing that in an Arsenal shirt. For some reason, I don't know what is the physical drop.
How old is he now?
30. But still, to fall off a cliff like that, for me, it's impressive.
But he was very much reliant on his pace.
Yeah, but he could still, he still had the technical control
to
run at his man and to manipulate the ball in whichever direction he wanted. Now he couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's quite a fall from grace.
Yeah, it's
like
bad.
I don't know what happened to him even in City the last years. Like he all of a sudden was put to the side.
But I think in football,
yeah,
once you become a meme,
you stay a
over.
meme.
It's over. You're one of the few players I've seen that actually broke that.
Yeah,
Maguire at United right now. Please, they were calling him
still a meme.
Slob head, fridge, everything. No one's ever saying he's one of their most consistent, better players. I guess none of them are.
I
really
think
that
unless
great.
you're watching United 24/7,
yeah,
I think he's still a meme.
Not to the same extent that he was before.
Yeah, of course not. But I mean, he hasn't rehabilitated himself fully.
Yeah.
You know who did rehabilitate himself? Moyes.
What a guy.
What a guy.
You know, talking about Moyes and your guy.
Yeah.
You know, I think Amorim has like 16 points in the Premier League in 15 games.
Yeah.
Moyes has like 15 in 4. Or 15 in 5 games or something. Yes, similar in like a third of the games. David Moyes, man.
But Moyes is ugly. Amorim is sexy.
End of discussion. End of analysis.
End of discussion.
No more analysis.
Why are you even comparing the two? There is no comparison.
I rest my case.
They're on two different levels. Like,
Amorim.
Let's go back to the diagram, shall we? How good looking you are, how well you can perform.
Exactly.
Or how bad you can be. If you can be the hottest, like Amorim, you can be quite a bad performer. He's towing the line.
There's a certain limit.
There is a certain limit. He's like, he's on the axis. Yeah. It's acceptable. Yeah. Moyes is way too ugly.
So he's down here.
So he's down here in the x-axis. He's moderately performing.
No, he's good.
He's on the bad side of the scale, I would say. What you want to be is high on the x-axis. So if the diagram is like this, this is how bad he can perform. Like the higher, the worse. How hot he can be. Yeah. The more
you want to be up here.
You want to be down here. You want to be the hottest,
but never perform bad.
But never perform bad. Okay. Moyes is like there.
Okay. Fair. Listen,
hello, Kitty.
Listen, you will never hear another analysis like this anywhere. So subscribe.
What the fuck are you waiting?
What are you waiting for? Who has ever analyzed?
Stop analyzing.
No more analysis. Man.
Welcome back. This is
our expert
analyzer.
Okay, welcome back. We have our expert analysis on the subject.
Even she left the podcast.
Maybe we should.
Maybe we should leave the podcast.
Never.
So Arsenal had a great game.
I would say, for the time being, because our attacking forwards are so limited, just win 1-0. Defend the box. Yeah. Don't give up any chances. Score a corner. Rinse and repeat.
Ero simple. Football is simple.
Football is simple. You know, like
you defend.
In your box, you defend.
You defend. When you attack, you attack.
And in the other box, you score. You shoot and you score.
Simple.
So, like that. For now, it's just about getting results. Because I know we won't be that great. But one player that was amazing this game, Ethan Wanyeri. I told you earlier this season about two youngsters. It was first Miles Lewis-Skellis. You remember him after the North London Derby? Yeah. Everything you could see, the maturity about this guy, using the crowd and everything, charismatic. Yeah. Now this guy, Ethan Wanyeri.
Bro, you're moving too fast with these youngsters.
Why?
You're plowing through them. Chill.
Plowing.
We're just getting to know
the first one.
The first one.
No, but
Saka has earned his place now.
yeah, of course. But he's been playing for at least 5 years.
Lewis Kelly is starting to earn his place.
Yeah.
I'm not even considering Nwaneri.
Yeah.
It's too early.
Listen, if you see,
He's still a boy.
yeah, of course, he's a good boy.
He's a naughty
naughty
boy.
He's, the naughty things he can do with the ball.
Are we talking Amorim naughty?
Very naughty things.
Oh, I like it.
No, but if you, I just realized my guy's 17. He's not even.
Oh no.
Oh, gee.
This is naughty on another level.
This is Perez Island.
This is Perez Island stuff.
No, but this guy,
Uh-huh.
let's bring some stats into play.
17 years old.
No, but per 90,
Yeah.
he's better than Lamine Yamal this season. If you look, the goal score, assists, take dribbles, even dribbles per 90, successful passing, everything.
That's why statistics don't mean shit in
That's
football.
why we use
Have you
them.
watched Lamine Yamal?
Of course, Lamine Yamal's better. But if you see Lamine Yamal,
You have to
he's
use
not that great.
statistics in context.
Yeah, but I'm using them to compare them so you will get a picture of what I'm talking about. This is a guy performing at the same level as Lamine Yamal.
The audacity to compare to Lamine Yamal.
You haven't watched him
Lamine
play.
Yamal is like a one in a lifetime, one in a generation
I
type of
saw
player.
he just played his 100th game for Barca.
Yeah.
21 goals, 28 assists.
I mean,
So
he's 17.
He has 50 goals and assists in his first 100 games at 17.
It's crazy.
It's amazing.
Bro.
Oh no, it's a career. It's career. It wasn't for Barca. It's career. It's for Spain as well. But nevertheless, great player.
I watched the Marino goals.
Mm.
I was at the barber when he scored them.
Yeah.
I turned around. He scores the first one. Turn around. The second one. I was like, hey, Marino, he's kind of...
You know what Merino's like?
He's kind of the shit.
Look into the camera.
Yes.
Take away your hand. Is this not Merino's cousin?
I wish. He's a good-looking boy.
Of course you say that because you look like
He's
him.
a sexy boy.
No, but... And that's what the difference when Merino came on,
Yeah.
they put him as striker. You know...
Let me stop you. You know what I saw Marino score? I was like,
Would have
you know, he kind of looks like... Yeah. And also, would Havertz score?
would haven't scored those goals.
Havertz would not have
Probably
scored
not.
that. No.
Especially the second one. It was a good... It was
very chill.
It was a... He made it look easy.
Has he bought himself a place in the starting 11?
No, because Sterling sold his... It was so bad.
But he's not in that position, though.
No, Sterling... But when Marino came on,
Yeah.
Trossard was... at the start of the game, he was the number 9.
Yeah.
He moved Trossard to the left for Sterling and put Marino as striker.
He's like a false 9.
Trossard? Yeah.
No, Marino.
Marino was a striker. He was an out-and-out striker in the game. He was... They were
But
talking.
can't he allow Marino to play the left midfielder?
No. Striker much better. Because then he can be in the central positions to attack.
Are
and
you
defend.
removing Havertz if he comes back?
If he comes back, no, Marino's gone. I'm talking...
Dude, Marino is the shit. I swear.
Yeah, he's a good...
He's a good... he's the good late runner into the box.
Yeah, put it in midfield.
Yeah. So that's my point. You should play Ødegaard, Declan Rice, Marino. I swear it would be the perfect midfield.
Nah, it's not.
It's the perfect combination. Marino is the guy that makes the runs into the
Yes,
box.
yes.
He's a box-to-box kind of player.
Yes.
Declan Rice is the defensive midfielder. He's the engine of the team.
Yes.
And then Ødegaard is just
The asshole.
yeah.
does
He's
take
the
care
tempo
of
setter.
it.
He's the Ceballos of Arsenal.
Jesus Christ.
You know what?
No,
Who would you rather have, Ceballos or Ødegaard?
neither.
Ceballos is the shit right now.
Good for him.
If we win the Champions League this year,
It's because of him.
he's contributing highly. Because we were shit before he was starting in the starting 11. Now we're mildly shit.
Just mildly.
Mildly.
No, but for me, the thing with Marino is, like I said, we couldn't dominate the box.
Yeah.
Marino is good. If you see the first goal, he attacks the space. The cross doesn't come to him.
Yeah.
He drops back, makes himself available.
Yeah.
Then he sees that he won't receive the pass. He steps back into the position between the two center backs, so neither of them marks him. And then he checks his run, so he's onside, and he scores the goal, the first header. So in the box, he's a good movement, and He's technical enough to be able to bring the ball down and bring others into play. So he's good enough for now, but it won't work in the long run.
He's the perfect for the Xhaka position.
Yeah, that's what I think he was brought in for. But right now we have to use him because we don't have any other attackers. So I think this is what we'll probably see more of. They're talking about he will be like a Fellaini type player.
What's happening with Calafiori?
He's just injured.
But he's on the bench.
Yeah, but he was brought back into the starting. People don't remember he has a big injury, which most doctors told him you should never play football again after this injury. But
when was this? In Bologna?
No, it was I think in Roma many years ago.
Okay.
So he was young. He had a bad injury, and he's been struggling for fitness. And he was injured for us. He didn't have much pre-season, and he's only 22 years old. He's younger than Saka. So he's a young guy coming through. I'm not putting too much pressure on him, but this is a type of player we need to have. So to rotate between him and Miles, perfect.
Imagine him in City.
Yeah, but still,
I think he made the wrong choice with Arsenal. Like not because it's the wrong club. It's just there's like you have the best defense in the world. Right
okay,
now.
but why? But he would start?
He would start in City, I would say.
At centre back then, not a left back because they have
Guardiola. No, he would start that left centre back space.
But, probably.
Although Nathan Ake is good.
Nathan Ake is.
I would take
Nathan Ake.
Why didn't he come to Real Madrid?
Nathan Ake for me is like Calafiori in a few years will be a sort of similar type of player that Ake is, but probably has some other attributes in addition to his game. But they very similar in types of profile.
That guy is such an underrated player.
Yeah, he's very good.
Like every time we played City, Ake has always locked down his left side.
The only person I know Saka will struggle against, Nathan Ake.
Although
sometimes Kukurea, but
I thought he was better as a left back than as left centre back.
Yeah, for sure.
But he's the guy that always does his job well. Always.
And you know what the thing? Like I said, Calafiori, he's been injured. You didn't know if he would be good or if he could continue taking the steps. What happened with Ake? Ake got to City when he was 27, 28 or something.
It was the treble season that he kind of leveled up.
Yeah, but even before, he was there for a couple of years.
He was like back and forth.
But he was at Bournemouth. He was down in smaller teams before he got his big move.
Yeah.
And later in his career.
Wasn't he in Arsenal first?
Sorry,
Chelsea,
he was Chelsea. He was part of Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea Academy.
I thought he was in City and then went to Bournemouth.
But no,
more difficult.
Nathan Ake is good, but for me, and the thing with Arsenal fans is like, why do you buy Calafiori if we have Miles or this and that? Yeah. You need at least two players for each position. You need it.
Yeah, I know.
You need to be able to rotate.
It's good for Arsenal, but it's not good for Calafiori.
I think it's good.
I don't think so. I think Calafiori.
For what I've seen, he's very happy, and he seems like he genuinely loves Arsenal.
But he has the potential to be a starter in most top clubs.
Yeah.
So why is he spending time on the bench in Arsenal, a second team in Premier League? I mean, we're second in La Liga, so it doesn't matter. I think we're even third.
No, but for me, he's still young, so you got to give him time. You can't play every single game, every single minute, especially since he's been injured quite a lot this season. So he hasn't had the rhythm to be able to play.
Imagine if he was in Barcelona. He would be a perfect player for Barcelona. Probably. Perfect player for Barcelona, City, Real Madrid. Probably would be a starter.
Yeah, that's why I say he's probably a starter for most teams, but it doesn't matter. If you're injured, you can't play. And he's been injured this season, so he hasn't had the match rhythm to be able to go through games.
Yeah.
So that's why he got like 20 minutes, I think. And for the second goal, he was the one that carried the ball, passed it to Trossard. Trossard put the cross in and Mourinho scored. So he's still contributing. And some of the goals he scored has been very important for us. The 1-0 against Wolves, he scored. Against Manchester City, he scored. So he's still contributing.
I think it will be a Guardiola in the future. For me, he's more like that than Nathan Ake. Nathan Ake is more defensive, like stable. I mean, look, Guardiola is more contributing to the offense, but also
Guardiola, the way he moves, I don't even see some attackers move like that. I don't understand how a centre back is able to move like this.
Bro, that goal he scored against us last year, and he's left-footed, right?
Yeah.
He scored it with his right foot and then top corner.
He's done it several times as well. This guy.
He's so good.
He's one of the...
Dude, there are so many defenders I wish were in Real Madrid. Speaking of Real Madrid.
No. I want to talk about more my boy, Ethan Waneri.
Fuck that guy. He's not that special.
You haven't watched him play, so you
I
can't
did.
say
No, I did watch. I saw a lot of nothing.
A lot of nothing?
A lot of Havertz type of player. Yeah. You don't catch my attention.
Boy, you need glasses or something if you can't see it. He's one of the most technically consistent players in the Premier League right now. The way he strikes the ball, he doesn't even... You know, some people, they need a run-up to strike the ball. He can stand still and he'll strike the ball hard, properly. He hit the post with his... He hit the bar with his left foot.
Yeah.
Then he goes on his right foot. Like, you know, like the one Lamine scored against you. Or was he? He puts it on his right foot and he shoots it right up
the 4-0 classic.
Yeah. Exactly like that, except it hits right at the top of the post. He can use both his feet. He's good. He has a burst of pace. He doesn't get bullied like Erdegaard.
Is he better than Saka?
At 17, you mean?
Yeah.
It's difficult to say. I don't know. Probably. I would say he has more at this moment at 17 as Saka did, but the way Saka has handled himself, he has leveled up in ways you couldn't even imagine. You're like, how can this guy get better? And he gets better. So with Waneri, it's easy to say, he should be better than Saka at the end, but you don't know. But at this moment in time, probably. Wenger said it as well. He's the best 17-year-old I've ever seen at Arsenal. He had Cesc. He had everyone. Don't disrespect Fabregas like that, please. When he came through, he was one of the biggest...
Didn't Fabregas kind of destroy the Arsenal era?
When he left, you mean?
No, when he began.
Why?
I feel like you changed your entire... I think even Henry said this. Some Arsenal legend said it. Arsene Wenger changed his entire approach to football when Fabregas came up in the first team.
Okay.
You went from this like strong team 4-4-2 stable to tiki-taka Spanish type of play, weak, short guys. And I feel like when Fabregas grew into the team, you didn't win anything after. Like your banter era began with Fabregas. And then he betrayed you.
Yeah.
And for me, I saw Fabregas in Barcelona.
Yeah.
I never thought he was that special. I saw him in Chelsea after. Then he was good. Like his through passes, his long balls are quite good.
Yeah.
But like if we're talking midfielders of his time, he's not.
Please look at the midfielders of his time.
Yeah, but where is he?
He's still one of the better ones. He's still one of the more you would remember.
Okay, let's say Xavi,
Iniesta.
Are we including Modric in that generation?
Sure.
Modric, Pirlo, Xabi Alonso, Busquets, David Silva, then maybe Fabregas.
Still good player.
That's not.
But even it doesn't.
I'm forgetting some players. But Lampard, Scholes, Gerrard. I think they're all ahead of him.
No, I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter because at 17 he was different. It doesn't. I'm talking about that point in his career, the hype he had, and the way he contributed on the pitch at that age. What I saw in this game, Ethan Waneri then, was the only one that he took the game by himself. He was the one that's forcing it. He was the one that was trying things. He was the one that was beating his man. I think he completed the most dribbles in a game this year in the Thai Premier League. This guy, on his own, he tried to do it, and he successfully did.
I'm not convinced.
We'll have to watch again.
But what other positions does he play? Or is it only right wing?
No, he only plays right wing now because of our injuries. Actually, he's number 10. He could play. So
10. He's Ødegaard.
He's Ødegaard. He will replace.
Oh, that's why you like him.
He will.
But is he a good passer?
Yes.
Can he control the game? Or is he more like a number 10 like Bellingham? Or more of a Pedri?
I think I would say more of Bellingham type.
Yeah. But more technical.
In the technical. But Bellingham's technical as well. But
yeah, he's technical in his own way.
In his own way.
Yeah.
Falling. Continue.
I don't know. It doesn't look aesthetically pleasing when Bellingham dribbles.
But it doesn't have to.
But
be.
He's perfect. He's perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. And
He's
that's
perfect.
what I don't like, because people just assume technicality is aesthetic.
Aesthetics, no.
So if it doesn't look good,
No, it's
you're
like
not
functional technicality.
Yeah. It does the job.
Yeah. I mean, Bellingham is one of my favorite players.
Yeah.
Clearly.
No, but for me, that's why Ethan Wanieri, obviously you shouldn't hype him too much at this age, because you don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But this guy made his Premier League debut at 15. He's the youngest Premier League debutant of all time.
Bro, I don't care. Arsenal have given so many players debut at like fucking 16, 17.
But this guy, he's the real deal, I promise you. Because we will watch a game together sometimes, and I'll show you. You will understand what I mean when I talk about this guy.
If he plays a Champions League game, then I'll respect him.
He's already had a man of the match in the Champions League.
No. When it really matters.
When it really matters.
In the, what is it called? Round of 16.
Okay. You play because we have no other player. We have no one else, so yeah. Let's see
how he does.
Yeah.
On this level.
Yeah. But he already played this level.
You know what he's not?
What he's not?
He is no Asensio.
Yeah, go on. What do you want to say?
Speaking of Asensio. Bro, I love this guy. Bro.
He was good. He was good.
I mean, okay, let's go back to the diagram.
Yeah. Oh my God.
How bad you are, how sexy you are.
So he's this bad and he's this ugly. So
he is here.
Down
he
bad.
is here, man.
This guy, he looks like
he
from
does
Iceland.
everything right. I haven't seen, like, you expect from a teenager or like a youngster in Real Madrid. Okay, he's 22, he's not that. But like an academy player in his first season in Real Madrid, you always expect him to mess up.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't mess up. He does everything perfectly. Yeah, he's quick.
The game
his tackles are always, he always goes in full fucking strength. Yeah. He always gets the ball. Yeah. He's great at the offside line. I think he would fit perfectly into Barcelona. Yeah. Great passing, drives up the ball. The only thing left is maybe headers.
Scoring headers or
defensive. Scoring headers. No. The defensive is fine. Yeah. Scoring headers to be full on Ramos. Yeah. But honestly, I think even defensively, he has the potential to be better than Ramos. Defensively. But not... Bro, Ramos was iconic in his way because his goals.
Yeah, because of drama.
Because of drama and his goals. And he's like leader, his character. Some defensive actions were very questionable.
Very questionable.
Asensio doesn't make any fucking questionable decisions. So far, it's a very small sample. Yeah. But he does everything perfect. Even against City. Yeah. Like a game away against City on Etihad. That's like our nightmare.
Especially when you were down, I thought he was one of the few ones that actually looked like they were caring or trying.
He's a leader. And he's fits. Honestly, this season, we wouldn't even be alive in any competition if it wasn't for him and Ceballos and Valverde. And then Mbappe
of course
leveling up. Man, but these three are so underrated.
It's crazy. Those names. Imagine you would say that at the start of the season.
I mean Valverde.
Of course Valverde, but I mean...
But Asensio didn't even know who he was before the season. And Ceballos... Bro, he's good. I swear.
Yeah. I saw it. Like both against Madrid, Atleti Madrid.
City.
Against City. I thought, okay.
He's the perfect combination in that midfield that we have. Yeah. He works perfectly because he doesn't have to be as defensive as... he just have to be technical and a good passer.
Exactly.
The rest can take care of most of the defense work and the running back for covering spaces in the field.
He's like Cruz.
He's like Cruz, but like...
A lot.
He's still young. 28 is still young, man. Like I thought he was older. I thought he was in his 30s. 28, he's before that used to be the prime. back in the days.
He's in
his prime.
At the end of his prime.
Bro, Modric came to Real Madrid as 26. You know that, right?
Man, he's been there a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
But he came at 26. So, and Modric wasn't good in Real. So Modric became great.
Yeah.
Maybe around 28 years old. That's when we won our first Champions
League.
League.
Telling me there's a chance.
There is a chance that Ceballos becomes the new Modric.
You will never hear that from anyone else. But only here.
No, but like, seriously, these three are keeping our season alive. Another thing keeping our season alive is Vasquez is injured. And he's injured in the for the Champions League against City tomorrow. But if there is one thing killing our season,
here we go.
It's this fucking referees, man. No. But you know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna say.
You already started complaining.
No. I'm just gonna say. Wrong decisions happen to every team, even the Almighty.
The audacity of these Real
Madrid I'm not gonna say that we lost the league because of refereeing decisions, which we are. They have taken away 9 points. No. If we don't win this season, I'm not gonna go back and say it's because of the referees. I'm gonna say it's because of the chances missed against Osasuna. I'm gonna say it's because we didn't play well against Espanyol.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, no, that penalty against Atletico, man.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, but
those things,
you know what? No.
Make a big difference.
No. At the end of the day, if you are superior, you win the league, and we are not superior.
I don't think you have to be.
I just want to say, everyone criticizes Real Madrid for being corrupt, for buying referees.
Yeah.
How you like me now?
So because you got one...
No. 3 matches in a row. 3 matches in a row.
Yeah.
And against City.
But City's Champions League is different.
4 matches in a row. I mean, UEFA doesn't love us. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that we know.
And the La Liga doesn't love us right now either.
Yeah.
We want to change Spanish referees to much better British.
Please take them, please.
But I'm just gonna say, although the referees fucked up, it's a tough job.
Of course.
You
know.
I was a referee once myself.
Tell us
Instead of pointing like this, I used to point like this. Once I whistled for a free kick. The team kept playing. They scored. I counted it as a goal. Refereeing is tough.
It's tough, man.
Once when I was refereeing, this was like I was refereeing maybe 12-year-olds, like that. The goalkeeper got injured.
Yeah.
Okay. The parent runs into the field.
Yeah.
I was like, no, you can't run into the field. They look at me, they're like, fuck you. The game is going on. The parent is in the field. I'm like, what? I just stood there. I was like, keep going.
Oh my god. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's a difficult job. I'm not saying that you should be perfect at every possible opportunity, but you gotta be somewhat consistent.
You can use VAR.
You can use VR. You have all these tools that can help you. And for me, it's like, okay, I say, take example of one of the referees. He said, I don't want to give Mateo Kovacic a red card because I don't want to impact the spirit of the game.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I like that. Let the players decide the outcome of the game.
Yeah.
Don't make yourself the big man of the show.
Yeah.
Let the players do it.
Yeah.
But then you go into another game and you give someone a red card for a tiny little detail.
But they're humans, dude. Like they're not robots. They're not AI that makes the same decision every day. It's some days you're feeling like shit, you give a red card. Some days you feel good, you let it go. It's they're humans at the end of the day. Football is about emotions.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a human sport.
But it should be even. You would see.
No, you can't have it even.
You should see over the course of several years.
Yeah.
You should see that all teams are impacted relatively the same. There shouldn't be too much difference between teams.
I think they are.
But
it's just no. I think maybe the top teams get more decisions with them than bottom teams, and I think that's just. I don't think there is no conspiracy. I think it's just if you're a top team, you have more followers, you have more stature. The referee gets intimidated by that.
Yeah,
I think that's just a natural human aspect. I don't think there is a huge conspiracy behind it. Unless there is, like in Juventus, but I don't know. I don't think. You know what? I like the refereeing part of the game. I like the human aspect of it.
Yeah, of
I dislike VAR. I dislike the offside thing because it removes the human. For me, I watch football because it's a human emotional sport.
For sure.
I don't watch it for it to be 100% correct. I don't want it to be like politics. I don't want it to be like a job.
But for me, when it's a competitive sport,
a
competitive aspect of something, you have to have certain rules which everyone follows. Otherwise, for me, it defeats the purpose of a competitive game.
But
otherwise we could play pretend.
Okay, but if it was perfect, then we would have nothing to discuss. This podcast wouldn't exist.
It would be called winner. Everyone wins.
Everyone good.
No, but
there is the fun of it is the controversial part.
No, I hate it because it's easy for you to say because as you say, the big teams usually get.
You are the big teams.
No, we've never been the big.
Bro, okay. Of course we're the big team. Okay.
Of course we're a big team. Yeah. But we've always, as I said, been anti-establishment in English football for a long period of time.
Bro, okay. If we're the big team. Explain if shouldn't we get all decisions with us all the time?
No, but like you said, they're humans. They make some mistakes.
Yeah, but 3 matches in a row, everyone gets fucked, and everyone gets fucked.
Of course.
Sometimes
of
good.
Course,
sometimes maybe good. Sometimes maybe shit.
I'm not denying it.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's instead of it being like this, it's like this for some teams, and for some teams it's like this. You're always gonna get screwed over at some point. But some get screwed over much more. For example, I think it was, I don't remember who it was. It's a Premier League team. They were screwed over so many games in a row, and he started complaining about the referees. He's like, "This has gone too far. We're losing points because we're gonna get relegated." Eventually, the FA wrote this huge letter, gave him fines, whatever. Eventually, he lost his job. Because he didn't get results. But why didn't he get the results? It was not because of his coaching, what he was doing on the pitch.
I think his coaching might have played a role. I think
so if you lose points because of bad refereeing decisions...
But you don't... Yeah, but that's the thing. You don't lose points only because of the refereeing decisions. There is a game that goes for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
The refereeing decision maybe decides, I don't know, 5%, 10% of it. Then you have those fucking 80% of the game. Not 80 minutes. What the fuck did you do the rest of the game?
But
you have all this time to be good.
Okay, but some of those things still affects the game plan or how you impose your tactics on the game or the flow of the game. Everything affects it.
Okay, so adapt.
Yeah, maybe. But I still say these things affect everyone, as you say. But I think it affects too much.
I don't think, maybe, but football, like life is tough.
Yeah,
tough shit.
Yeah, for sure, tough
life, shit. It can't be 100% equal, and I like that. It wouldn't be fun if it was equal. Imagine if all teams were equally good.
I'm not talking about equally good.
Or equally, I don't know.
I'm talking about refereed equally throughout the game. You could see Trossard getting a yellow card for kicking the ball away. Next minute, someone kicks the ball away. Nothing.
Would you be happy with like an AI referee?
It depends.
What do you mean? If it gets all decisions correct.
I don't like some of the football rules, so no.
Like
they say, okay, it's a yellow card.
Yeah.
They talk the law of the game.
Yeah.
It's a yellow card for kicking the ball away.
Yeah.
I don't like that rule. So the AI would say it's a yellow card. I was like, this is a shit rule. I don't like it. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
That's the problem because they choose they choose to use the rules in some aspects of the game. Some they completely ignore it.
Yeah, but see, people will always find something to complain about. You just, if you have a perfect referee, you're gonna dislike the rules. And then if you dislike those rules, let's say they change it to the rules that you like, someone else will dislike. Like, there will always be complaining.
Yeah, of course there will always be complaining because what you like about football and dislike about VR, I like because for how I want to enjoy the sports, I want it to be a fair game. I want it to be equal chances for both teams to compete, to have the same opportunities. And for it to be morally correct. I don't feel like someone's bad day should influence your chances of playing a football game.
I don't, bro.
I
don't watch. Yeah.
Because
okay. But that's
it should be decided by the players, not by the referee. For me.
Yeah, but football is. How do I say this? It's not a perfect sport. It's perfect in its imperfectness. That's what I like about football.
Yeah, for sure.
It's imperfect, and that's why I love it. It's chaos.
Yeah.
I love the chaos.
That's why I don't like Arteta.
That's why I don't like Arteta.
We need structure.
We need structure and come second in the league every single year. Every single year.
But hey, what? It's an improvement. Usually before we only came fourth.
Slowly but surely. In 50 years we'll get there.
No, but
do you think you'll win the league?
Yeah. I think since the season we challenged, if you took all the points from that point in time to now, we have the most points.
Now?
No, we have, if you take, I think, the last 2.5 seasons, over that period of time, we have the most points. We have more than City and Liverpool. So you can see we are a team that are capable of being there and playing at the same level as those two. And I think the time will come. If you sack Arteta, that has gotten us to this point, there's no point. There's no point to it because who would replace him and be able to play at that same level?
That's an interesting conversation. It goes against the whole concept of this podcast. Yeah. Winners win. Yeah. I was watching this interview of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah. He was like, if you compare, and he lost the playoffs or whatever in the NBA, so he didn't win the title that season. And a journalist asked him, "Is this a failure?" Yeah. And then he asked the journalist, "Do you consider it a failure if you don't get a promotion in your job every single year? Yeah. If you don't go to work and you don't get a promotion every single year or every single day, are you a failure?" I was like, no. You go to your job, you do your best, and then if it works out, it works out. Yeah. Maybe that applies to football. In some sense. But I think it's a different type of job. Yeah. But you're there to compete, and if you don't win... Of course,
always with competition, there's a slight element of luck. Because you could say,
I always believe...
You make your own luck.
You make your own luck.
For sure.
I always believe that.
Okay, but in that sense, you can... I saw something where they said, if you change three game results under Klopp, they would have won 4 more Premier Leagues and 5 Champions Leagues.
Yeah, but for me, it doesn't work like that.
There's so fine margins in football that...
But those fine margins, it's those moments where it's like a make or break. Yeah. It's not really fine margins. Yeah. It's like a moment of either we go all in and win this, or we fuck it up at the end. That's not a fine margin. That's when everything is on the line. That's the toughest part for me. Yeah. You make your own luck. That's why I don't feel bad for. I feel bad for Klopp, but I don't feel like he deserved to win it because he was so close. If you don't win that at the end when you're that close,
you don't deserve it.
You don't deserve it. Because that's the toughest part.
Yeah, to just get it over the line.
Get it over the line.
But for me, I believe we'll win with Arteta because I see the way we compete. I see how great we are as a team. I told you, I think we are one of the most complete teams in the entire world. The way we play, the structure of our team,
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone that's as tactically complete as us. Then you obviously need the players. That's why I always say, with you guys, you've never had the greatest tactics, but you always had the best players. In the end, the best players always wins. You don't need the best tactics. You need the best players. So now that we have the tactics, we just need the players. And why don't we have the players? Because I think the board has failed Arteta.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. At least not by money investments.
Yes,
You've spent
by
a lot.
It doesn't matter.
You spent a lot on Arteta. He's gotten everything he wants.
No, he hasn't. There's so many players. He wanted Isak, he wanted Vlahovic, he wanted Šeško.
He got Havertz. He wanted Havertz.
Yeah,
he wanted Gabriel Jesus. He wanted Zinchenko. He wanted Declan Rice. Bro, you spent a lot of money.
Say that he wanted
but he spent a lot of money. It's not like you haven't spent anything.
Okay, but where was he? We, as a team, where was we when he took over? Do you know what we had? Our starting 11.
Yeah, but
we had Holding, Bellerin, Leno, Socrates, David Luiz.
Okay, but you spent enough now to be able to win. There is no excuse.
I'm not saying it's an excuse.
And for me, you know why I have a problem with that? So I compare it to my own life. Like, there are some exams I study. I have like a good structure.
Yeah.
Okay? But I don't really, it's like I have a systematic structure, but I don't give my all. So I passed the exam.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel like I did great.
Yeah.
And then there are those exams where I don't actually focus on like how structure of studying I do. Yeah. I just memorize everything. I work my ass off and don't do great in that exam. That's the difference between like an Arteta and I don't know, a City. It feels like you're the first part. You have like everything is good. Yeah. Everything is stable, but it's not excellent. And you need to be excellent to win.
That's why I say I think the only excellent thing within Arsenal, or not the only, the core of our excellence stems from Arteta, and it spreads from him. But if he doesn't get it from the board, if they don't match his excellency,
his excellence,
no,
his highness,
it doesn't matter because he needs their support to be able to do the things he wants.
How much more support do you want? Like the only way up is like if you buy Mbappe and Vinicius and Bellingham.
It doesn't have to be like that. If you look at our squad,
you have a good squad,
but it's not enough.
What do you mean it's not enough? But the manager is not enough then.
No, please. Okay, so if you compare the Liverpool squad that they had when they competed with City, you
have Raya, they have Alisson.
Yeah, but
Raya is a good signing.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But
let's go one by one.
You're focusing on the players we have, but you could say the same for the players that we missed out on. We missed out on most players.
But every club misses out on players. It's what you have. Okay, if you compare like point to point, what Klopp had in the beginning compared to what he had, what Arteta has now.
Yeah. Has now or
like what that he built, the team that Klopp built, and the team that Arteta built. Yeah. Okay. Raya and Alisson. Yeah. Alisson is better, but Raya is a good signing.
Good signing.
Alexander-Arnold was a youth product. You bought Timber.
Yeah, still good signing.
Very good signing. Yeah. Ben White as well.
But still, Timber towards ACL first season was out for a year. Ben White, good signing. Injured this season for 2 months.
So did Van Dijk for half a season.
Yeah, but
so did Salah every year around February. Like
no, it sounds like Neymar.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, we had these guys for a short period of time. Most of the times they either been injured.
Bro, every team that do you know the Liverpool team that won 4-0 against Barcelona?
Yeah.
They had no regular strikers. Salah wasn't playing, Mane wasn't playing, Firmino wasn't playing. None of them were playing. They still won 4-0 against Barcelona.
It was Barca.
And Wijnaldum was the fucking Origi was the main striker.
Wijnaldum is unreal. He was a good player.
Yeah, but you know, I understand what I mean. Like they had injuries in one of the most important games probably of Klopp's era.
Okay.
And they still won.
Like we won against City. We had injuries. Saka, our best player, was injured against City.
Okay, but they were still playing.
What?
Yeah, but have you won the Champions League or League yet?
We haven't, so we're shit.
No, but you're not shit, but you're not great.
But that's for me. The problem with
how much? 32.
The problem with analyzing Arteta is people always look, oh, he hasn't won anything yet. As soon as he wins something, you guys will realize what this guy actually is and what he brings.
Then we can have a new discussion.
Yeah, we probably have one because
so far, he's cringe. He's a builder. He's not a winner so far, and it doesn't look like he's gonna win this season.
It doesn't have to be this season. He's going to win it.
If all teams fail, yes. This was the season for me, for him to win it.
Why? Why could it?
Because the almighty City are falling, and Liverpool. If you look at their points, it's not really that. It's not compared to last year's.
Yeah.
It's not as good as City last year. It's not compared to Arsenal last year.
I think we're on the same pace as we did last year.
You are.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay. We're like a couple points. Now I think we're a couple points short, but at some point we're matching.
But I saw some comparisons. Slot to no, maybe I don't know.
No, but I think we won't need as much points this season as compared to the last previous.
So this is the season to win it. Like this is the season that the almighty City has fallen.
Yeah.
This is the season that Arsenal should have grabbed the opportunity and won it.
I would still say it.
You might. I don't think you will.
I would still say it. When you look at those refereeing decisions at the start of the season. No.
Yeah, but we had this discussion.
Yeah, but
you had okay. Those refereeing decisions decided 10% of the game. Yes? You had 80 minutes. What the fuck did you do with those? You didn't play well for the first part of the season.
No, but
you didn't play well for the first part of the season.
We had over 200 minutes with 10 men this season. We're almost more than 200 minutes as 10 men.
All right, that's a good point.
What do you want us to do? Do you want us to attack when we're 10 men?
Defend. How much?
We did.
We conceded.
And we conceded.
We won with 10 men against Valencia. Just so you know.
And where's Valencia in the table?
I don't care.
Wait.
Didn't you lose? Who was the bottom team that you lost against with 10 men? There was some bottom team.
Bournemouth.
No, they're not a bottom team.
The only teams we lost against
Watford.
this season.
No, they're in.
The teams we lost against is Bournemouth and Newcastle this season in the Premier League.
Drew.
We drew against City. They scored in the last second, 98th minute.
Yeah.
We drew against Liverpool, Chelsea, Everton, Aston Villa.
I don't know.
And if you see this, I think this run we're on since we lost, we've gone 15 games in the Premier League without losing. It's the longest run we've had under Arteta ever, I think.
Do you think Liverpool are falling?
I've been thinking they were falling for a long time, but they haven't been falling. So I don't know. But like I watched their last game against Wolves.
They're not playing as well.
They're not playing as well because they were playing so great.
Yeah.
In the autumn and during the winter, I was like, this is a great team. But it's obviously difficult to maintain it, especially if you peak too early. You know, that was our problem the first season. I think Arteta's learned we need to go slow, but I think they still have a good enough lead. They're 7 points ahead of us, and we still have to play them at Anfield. So if you can, for me, it's in my mind. That's why I said we need to win 1-0. You just need to stay there, behind them, so they know like okay, we need to put some pressure on them. And when it comes to Anfield, it's the third last game of the season. If you can win that game, there's nothing.
Win at Anfield, it's
not impossible.
Who has won at Anfield? It's difficult.
Yeah, of course it's difficult. But if you want to do it, you have to.
I think at best you get a draw. At best.
But the thing is, when we played them at the Emirates, I felt we were so much better than as a team.
Yeah.
We tactically dominated them, but we failed because individual errors and injuries.
So even when you fully outplayed them at home, you still couldn't beat them.
But that's
imagine if they are at home.
But that's what I say. The luck part, because in that game, in the 60th minute, Gabriel got injured just for that game. He was only injured for that game. The game before, Saliba got a red card for something that no one, they never gave a red card for this season again. So you know what I mean when I say the luck.
I know what you mean, but I have a really hard time seeing Liverpool lose. I think they can draw. I think they might win. I have a hard time seeing Liverpool lose at Anfield in such a decisive moment of the season if they are still leading, like if it's close by the league.
Yeah. But that's why we just have to be there, because at that moment in time, Saka should be back, Nelly should be back. So we should have some sort of better attack by then. That's why just keep the pace. See, they have now Liverpool. They have Aston Villa.
Yeah.
They have Manchester City, and I think Newcastle. Their next 3 games.
Yeah.
So just stay with them and hope they drop points somewhere. Because against Wolves, they were lucky. Some of the decisions I saw, they were given. It was, they got a penalty because Diaz was running alongside the defender. He pushed him in the back, so he got the ball, and then the goalkeeper rushed out. He touched him like this, and he fell over. I swear it was the most ridiculous penalty, but I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
3 players should have been seen a red card. Van Dijk, Konate, and McAllister should have got several yellow cards, but never got any. So what did he do? He subbed them off at halftime. He subbed off Konate and eventually subbed off McAllister as well.
Yeah.
And they were lucky because Wolves were putting the pressure on. Wolves are 17th. They are, or 8th. They're down at the bottom. In the bottom 6. They are down there. And they struggle, but they got the result. Winners win. So it's all good, right?
Yes, that's all that counts.
Winners win.
That's all that counts. I think we're Liverpool. You know what? Predictions for the season. I'm going to have realistic predictions for Real Madrid this time.
Okay.
Going off, if I know my Ancelotti, if I know my Real Madrid, Ancelotti, mostly, he never wins a title back to back. He never won a league back-to-back. He never won a cup back-to-back. He never won a Champions League back-to-back. He never won anything back-to-back. Not even a Super Cup. I think we're going to win the cup this season. I think we're going to come second in the league. I think we'll reach a semi-final in the Champions League, and then we're out.
So, with that prediction, you think you're going to win against City?
Yes.
Tomorrow?
I think we'll win against City. But City are scaring me. I think it will be a tough game. City are gonna. I think, if I can predict the game, I think they gotta go all out, all guns blazing. Okay. City the first match. Okay. Yeah. Omar Marmoush, I think, is gonna do chaos with us. Okay.
Okay.
I think they might score a goal early on.
Yeah.
We're gonna get stressed. It's gonna get a. Ancelotti is gonna do this. It's gonna get an open game.
Yeah.
I think somehow we'll score like an equalizer at some point in the second half, and somehow we'll get through. I think this will be a very tough game.
Yeah.
We will somehow get through, but it won't be convincing.
Winners win.
Winners win. And this is like whenever Real Madrid wins away, they always make it hard at home. Like we won 3-1 against Chelsea in 2022. The second leg, we lose 3-0. We're down 3-0. We're out.
Yeah.
Rodrigo comes up. We have no ball in the whole fucking game. We're dominated.
Yeah.
Rodrigo somehow comes on. Modric does the outside pass. Rodrigo scores. 2018, we win 3-0 against Juventus. Away. Okay? The Ronaldo does the famous double kick. We go back home. We were down by 3-0. Until the last minute, Ronaldo gets a penalty, we score.
Oh, in extra time?
Extra time.
Yeah.
No. It was like extra time of normal time.
Yeah.
Like 93rd minute or something.
Yeah.
But
so
I think we're gonna make it very difficult for ourselves.
Yeah.
But I think somehow
you want the drama.
We want the drama.
You want the theatrics.
Yeah, I think this can go some. If I would guess, 80% prediction. it's going to be like that.
Okay.
They're going to dominate us in the first half. They're going to score. Then somehow we'll get through with a draw. Small part of me thinks they might do a 4-0.
4
City. A small part of me.
4-0. What?
It happens. Barca did it. City has done it before against us. Like, a small part of me thinks we might get dominated. But, okay, I'll stay true to my prediction. Now, this is my prediction for the rest of the season. No bullshit, no nothing. I think we'll get through somehow. We'll get to the semi-final somehow. We'll get second in the league. Win the cup. And that's all she wrote. Ancelotti out, Alonso in. Next season begins. Okay. Subscribe.